All right, here we go. Second game of the semifinals. Tobias with his four-color Scapeshift leads 1-0 due to his, well, very complicated combo of casting Scapeshift.
Yeah. He was able to tap the white mana and sacrifice the right amount of lands. So was successful in doing that.
And Jan with his five-color good mesh of stuff.
Yeah, and I like this hand is a fine example of a stack, right? Like Leovold, Arctrail, Liliana. Like I'm just playing the best cards of all colors.
This looks like, okay, I'm just looking at my trade binder. I'm just putting every card that I really like into a deck, and then I just add duels until it adds up to 100.
That's actually how Highlander decks were built, like till 2010 or
No
something.
kidding. Yeah.
Exactly. I know for a fact that you build your Highlander decks like that. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Like I was always looking at cards and it's like there's no strategy behind it. I mean, you go for a Scapeshift deck that has an idea, or like your control deck where you restrict yourself in colors. It's like I play a control deck, yeah, but like the Silumgar's command looks so sweet, right? Why wouldn't I play it? And it only takes me a few duels.
I don't even know what this card does.
Silumgar's command. Oh, that could be up your alley.
Silumgar's. Yeah, what is it?
It's 3 black blue.
Oh, this one, yeah.
And it has to choose 4. You can either destroy a planeswalker.
That's fine.
Counter the target non-creature spell.
Okay.
Bounce a permanent. Or give a creature -3/-3, and you can choose 2.
So you are telling me I don't draw any cards with the 5 mana spells? So no, that's a no for me.
No, but you destroy everything and you counter. It's like a cryptic command, only very.
Not a fan. Okay, let's talk about the starting hand for Jan. This time it looks a bit better, but it's still not like great.
There's some awkwardnesses, right?
Yeah, I mean the Arctrail is not dead because we saw Tobias playing Deathrite Shaman and Jace and I guess some other tool creatures, which usually already had their value when they're in play, but it's not completely dead. Thoughtseize, of course, is a really great card. And Leovold is also a really nice card against Scapeshift.
Yes, because of how Leovold works, for every
so you draw a card
targeted by.
Wait. Do you draw a card each time a Valakut trigger goes into the deck?
Yes, definitely. Nice. Because like those are also different instances. You also draw cards from like the tendrils thing.
Oh, okay.
You cast tendrils for 10. You also draw a card for each copy of that.
Yeah.
The problem is that interacting with triggers on this deck is much more difficult than storm copies.
Yeah, there had to be a what is it called? Trickbind? I'm not sure if that is.
Trickbind, Stifle, Mind Break Trap.
Yeah, but no, Stifle only triggers counters one trigger. Maybe sometimes it's enough though. So yeah.
You can get a time stop.
Oh yeah, time stop, nice. Okay, so we see a very slow hand by Tobias. Again, no when spells. Again, the value cards, but already the Scapeshift in hand, which is bad because Jan has a.
Ooh, yeah. But we also see Witness, so
yeah,
there's already backup. And Jan's hand here with Preordain actually is pretty great.
Yeah.
Now he can make sure to draw one of those additional lands. Underground Sea is perfect. The only thing is, and that gets a bit awkward now, is he will need to fetch for a swamp, meaning that the Hallowed Fountain we actually might have won it will go back to the library. One of those Preordain 101s played after fetching.
But wait, he gets the Underground Sea now, and next turn he draws the Hallowed Fountain.
Right, but if you assume that he wouldn't draw an Underground Sea, then he would have fetched.
Yeah.
And that means that he would have not had the option to keep 2.
Yeah, that's true. So what would you go for next turn? For the Liliana or for the Leovold? Because Liliana adds a lot of pressure to the board against Scapeshift.
Yeah, like looking at this hand, you never care about Scapeshift, right? Like because Witness is always a Scapeshift. So it's just flat better. So I would say, since you don't have 2s, you can take Spell Snare, that you don't care about that. Witness gets easily dealt with by Arctrail. So the only option is basically Cryptic Command. That's how I would like just go to this. I mean, Scapeshift is not relevant until like much later in the game.
No, but
Huntmaster is kind of annoying, but
oh no, I didn't mean what he takes with the Thoughtseize. I mean what he's playing next turn on 3. If he goes for the Liliana or the Leovold with the sand against the sand.
Right. I think since Leovold against this hand is only about making damage.
Yeah.
There's no cards he restricts from being played, right? There's nothing.
No, you would secure yourself against future draws, I guess.
You want to deprive them of lands and spells that protect, and I think Liliana is very decent. Liliana works very well with Leovold because they can draw multiple cards, so that actually is a very
the combination of those two is really
restricting things. You have an Arctrail, which from your point of view doesn't seem very great.
I mean, he already has a spell snare, which probably gets discarded anyway if you play the Liliana.
Ultimate from Liliana is very potent.
Yeah.
Against those decks that need a lot of land, so it seems like a clear Liliana.
Yeah. Also, if he drew like a removal spell or something, he could get rid of Leovold pretty easily, while getting rid of Liliana is really hard. He actually needs Abrupt Decay and the spot to deal with her.
Yeah, at this point, I think I would fire off the probe. Just, there's no difference really once you go under 18, because when they cast Scapeshift, they have to have the mountains for the Scapeshift anyway, leading to 18 damage.
And he also has a Collective Brutality already in hand, so that's also making sure he's on 18. And yeah, we see now that Jan decides for the Leovold. We just discussed where we think Liliana would be a better choice.
Which is not that bad. I mean, Collective Brutality is...
that's interesting, right? He can't play discard spells now. Yeah, I mean, he can, but he gives Jan a card.
The other consideration is also that the Huntmaster actually is a nice card against Liliana.
But it comes 2 turns, so...
Yeah, exactly. That's why you want to play it earlier than later.
Okay, so... I mean, those are nice draws. Collective Brutality into Mana Drain. Actually not bad draws, but...
I think you now have the problem of just not having lands. And...
So you go for the Witness for the land and the graveyard?
Yeah, I think that's what you basically have to do. I mean, you cannot just rely on drawing a land. That seems very...
It's not horrible, since you have a spell snare in the hand. I mean, your opponent knows about it, but I wouldn't feel bad about playing the Witness. Now you have the problem, you can't play the Witness next turn, because the opponent might counter it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of just saying go. Although,
I mean, you might assume like your opponent is tapping out for something, right? So since you draw a Mana Drain, you say, okay, I'm probably getting something worth of 3 or 4 mana.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, the Mana Drain is not that great, because all the spells have heavy color cost, like double green, red, green. So, and he's not able to cast them all in the next turn.
I mean, you're probably able to cast Witness and...
Huntmaster? Yeah, that could be the case, right?
But then there's also the question like...
No, wait. What did the Vesuva copy? It's
the Celestial Colonnade, yeah.
So you can't play the Witness.
You probably fetch for Tropical, and then you...
Yeah, that does... Yeah, but that means you can't...
Then you leave your Stomping Ground open, and then you look for something that's green or red. With the Brutal. That definitely works. Oh no, it can't.
No, it doesn't, right? Because he needs red.
Yeah, because you need green, red, green, and you cannot have that. Yeah, okay.
That's not that great. On the other side, Jan saw his hand, so he doesn't know about the Mana Drain, and maybe you get value out of this. But now Jan played the Gitaxian Probe, and the Mana Drain keep up isn't that great.
Is there a consideration of saying, well, I have Witness right now for Scapeshift, and that's about my best plan to get Scapeshift back?
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point, right?
I cannot use it, really?
Yeah, that's a good point, maybe. But you're forced to, I would say, since you don't have any lands. And
what was this card?
That's Save White Quest, I think. It's 1 green or white, and you can search a library for plains or a forest.
Oh, okay.
Card, so it can be a dual land.
That is... That is some heavy fixing.
It is heavy fixing, but yeah, I like it. Since we saw a lot of Delve spells, he's eager to fill his graveyard really quickly and also interesting in fixing. So yeah.
Oh man, we have only been through like 4 turns, and there's so many interesting decisions.
Yeah, for sure, a lot of decisions. But I'm not a fan that the Liliana is like in the hand still.
Yeah, imagine a position where Liliana would have been on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Repeal, wow. Not the best draw here.
So yeah, Tobias is really lucky to say that Jan doesn't have counterspell or something and just goes for the tapping out in this turn, so he can resolve his witness. And I guess you have to get back the land now. There's no way around it.
How many archetypes?
You mean card types? Yeah. How many archetypes are in this graveyard? I don't know. There's sorcery.
We know there's at least land
and sorcery. Yeah.
And sorcery. There are a lot of sorceries. There's no creature, right? So we must be at 2.
Yeah. So Traverse of the Ulvenwald is not that great right now.
It's a worse whatever the card before was. Safe Quest.
Safe White Quest, I think. Right?
Safe White Quest.
No, wait a second.
Sounds like a development name.
Yeah, that's true.
Leovold, well, at least doing his job of smashing. And from this point also, since there's a colonnade, there is some pressure. Like you can see, yes, here 2 for you. You go down to 14. Well, this is going to get spell snared, right? So Leovold attacks. You go down to 12, assuming Liliana will get rid of the Eternal Witness.
Okay, let's talk about this sequence. You know your opponent's hand, and you know he has a spell snare. You want to resolve your Liliana, and you're pretty sure that will resolve. So which is fine. Tobias doesn't know about Liliana, right? Or does he know? He doesn't. So would you just attack and hope for the witness to block?
Just so you can...
And then just play the Liliana and discard the Arc Trail?
I think the right line of play would be...
Because that line right now is really weak. First of all, he enabled the card in Tobias' hand, which he most likely would have discarded anyway, I think, if he just plays the Liliana. Right? Like, if he played the Liliana and plus the Liliana, I'm pretty sure Tobias will just discard the spell snare at this spot, I think. So now he had to minus the Liliana to get rid of the witness, which, by the way, I don't see the need to be honest, because if Tobias has a burn spell, he can just burn the Liliana down now. So you can just attack, and if he decides with witness to attack the Liliana, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the sequence of the Arc Trail Liliana at all.
No, I think what could have been the choice here is cast Arc Trail first.
Yeah, maybe.
And if this doesn't resolve, you go for attack.
I mean, it doesn't, because the spell's in the hand.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess this is important enough that you spell snare. But if for whatever reason, if it resolves, that's fine. So if it doesn't resolve, you attack first.
Yeah.
And then you can still play Liliana and choose whether Tobias blocked or not.
Yeah. And even if he doesn't block, even then you play the Liliana and just tick her up. Because, as I said, if he has a burn spell, he can just kill the Liliana anyway. Because you decided to minus her. So, really not a fan of this sequence. And now we have the Hunter. I don't know, what's the name?
Huntmaster of the Fells.
Huntmaster of the Fells, which is really nice at this.
Yeah, at this point, Jan is now forced to play a card every turn. Because once he doesn't, this thing flips, and then it probably flips back, and it makes more tokens. A 4/4 is quite dominant.
Yeah, it gets really ugly really fast. And especially with Tobias' hand, which is quite reactive, he can just flip him itself if he wants to. And so they changed the the ruling on the mana cost, right, for flip cards? Is that right? They now cost the same as the top forehand side?
Yes.
Okay. So he can't repeal his own creature to maybe just get one more token or life and stuff. Okay. Okay, now he gets rid of the repeal. I'm not sure. Why are you keeping the collective brutality?
Well,
or
probably
the
to maybe discard like a counter spells later.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, with a Leovold in play, it's not appealing to repeal something from your opponent, so maybe, yeah.
I mean, without like Liliana still would have been like a better play, but Leovold is annoying, as you can see. Like there's so many cards now that target, and the Huntmaster does targeted effects, pulse, and collective brutality would draw cards.
Okay, now we again have an interesting choice to make. So do you attack with both creatures on Lily and collective brutality the Leovold afterwards and have the counter backup?
I think that's what you want to do, yes.
What, are you greedy and just go for the flip? Oh wait, he can just say go and kill the Liliana in the upkeep, right?
Oh, I'm not sure. All of those cards got.
Oh right, yeah. True.
I'm pretty sure that Huntmaster is one of those cards that doesn't shoot to Planeswalker. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield or transformed, okay, that's just the wrong card. Whenever this creature transformed into Ravager of Fels, it deals 2 damage to target opponent or Planeswalker.
Yeah.
And 2 damage to up to 1 target creature. So this is very important because at this point, Tobias could flip Huntmaster, kill Liliana, chose not to do 2 damage to the creature, meaning that Leovold does say permanent, right?
Yeah.
So Jan would draw a card anyway.
But that's a fine trade-off, I think, because
definitely.
you get rid of the Liana and then he. Wait, what? No, yeah. He has to flip before Jan draws. And yeah, that's a really, really strong hand now with triple count as well against Jan, who only has the Leovold now. So wait, what's happening? I guess they're discussing now if the Huntmaster can shoot the Liana?
No, they're just rewinding to the point.
Okay.
So Huntmaster chooses Liliana and should definitely also choose the Leovold just for good measures.
Wait, no, he shouldn't.
It's just one effect. No. It's one effect.
Oh. No, but why would he? No, he doesn't need to. Up to 1.
Yeah, he doesn't need, but it's free. Target. You only draw 1 card anyway.
Oh, okay.
So you could block with the wolf, for example.
Because it's 1 line of... Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I understand. Because it's only 1 ability which targets, so it doesn't trigger Leovold 2 times.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very clean, I must say. It's a really nice answer to this Liana. And yeah, all this wouldn't have happened if Jan decided to, I don't know, sequence his plays better. Or just play the Liana before the Leovold. Okay, now he goes to his draw step. I mean, he can play now the Tombstalker with counter backup, which is nice. He even can protect him 2 times. Yeah, that's really strong. So Tobias is firing off his mana drain for sure. That gets mana leaked. Then he will play his evasive action, and then Jan will play the memory lapse, and then we just see the Maelstrom pulse for the Leovold, and the Huntmaster will flip. So yeah, all nice and sweet value all over the place.
And that's the point where you said earlier, right? It doesn't need scape shift.
Yeah, like imagine that we talk about a combo deck here, which is in turn, I don't know, 6 or 7 and is playing a value game, like with no problem. Although I must say, the builds I prefer in Scape Shift usually don't run that many counter spells like Tobias does. Like I didn't play mana drain, I didn't play cryptic, no evasive action. I only played the cheap counter spells which can protect my combo. And I was always in favor of this, to just being fast and efficient. But yeah, seems like Tobias has some kind of success with this controllish build. So yeah. Okay, now we see the order of the spells, like I predicted.
What a master.
Yeah, really masterful. Yeah, he's targeting the evasive action on the mana leak, so he gets some mana from the Delve spell. Yeah, and I mean he has to play the memory lapse now on the mana drain, which is sad because that means he draws the mana drain. Oh no, wait, no, he can play, he can target the evasive action. Yeah, because he has a mana leak on the mana drain. Yeah, so there goes that.
And all of a sudden, this whole board state looks
Very interesting.
Kind of decent. Jan's hand is empty, so everything that protects him is the supreme board state. But Tobias is now getting a second wolf and has cards in hand that deal with everything quite nicely. Just the only thing is that Leovold will draw at least one card.
Yeah, would you go for the Tombstalker or for the Leovold?
At this point, I think my life total is just high enough that Leovold is a bit more annoying.
Okay. Because I think I would go for the Tombstalker here because I have the Collective Brutality and can kill Leovold with my tokens in the next turn if he chooses to block. But yeah, that's 2 cards already which Jan gets from Leovold.
But Leovold never has to attack or block. I think you're just fine with just casting Pulse. You take 5.
I mean, that's not... I don't know if he doesn't have to block, because if your Huntmaster flips again, that's a lot of pressure suddenly.
So Tobias says, okay.
So wait, that's not right.
Well, depending... Yeah, but now, now you have to...
You can play the Cryptic, you mean?
Well, Tobias chose to not use any trigger. Which is an option.
Wait, but he targets Jan and now he draws a card? Whoa.
Alright, you have to target for the opponent or planeswalker part.
Oh my god. That's so weak. He could just play the Maelstrom Pulse and then... Yeah, I'm not a fan of this decision.
So I just confirmed one of the other rulings before. It turns out if you target 2 different things, even within one ability, they still get to draw 2 cards.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, like we thought if it would be from a modal spell where it actually mentions the target twice.
Yeah. And by the way, Cryptic Command also targets the opponent, right?
Actually not.
No?
Cryptic Command says all opponents.
Okay. Well, lucky Tobias, I guess.
Yeah.
But
so
that's so
Tobias
risky.
going to raise? Like, is this actually saying like, come on, you don't have much. I'll just attack for 8 now.
The thing is, that's so risky. Jan just drew 2 cards. So there could be Planeswalker, a superior creature, even a Wasteland or something like this.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really bad play on this at this point. I don't know.
I mean, he may be just saying like, I'm so constrained to mana, I can only cast like...
Oh, wait, what? Wait, that shouldn't happen. What is that? Did Tobias play the Cryptic in the main phase?
No. It's beginning of combat. That works. So when you say beginning of combat, you have to tap, and then you can still use actions. Because you cannot cast the Cryptic Command once attackers are declared.
Yeah, but...
So when you cast it in beginning of combat, your opponent gets priority again, and then you can activate the Colonnade.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. But he played a land before activating the Colonnade, did he? No, he didn't. Okay. Yeah, never mind. I thought he did play a land.
So now Tobias is actually at a point where he could just lose to the creatures on board, because that is 13 power. And he found, luckily, an Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, that's really lucky. I mean, it doesn't... Yeah, he can just get rid of all the problematic things, which is Leovold.
This is great. Now you just get rid of Leovold and of Tombstalker.
Yeah. But he still have a kindish 3-turn clock against him, which can be accelerated by Tribal Flames or Lightning Bolt and stuff.
No. Because once the Huntmaster flips next turn, you get to
right.
So this turns on perfectly. As soon as you cast the Abrupt Decay first...
Oh, wait. No. And he also taps the wrong mana. Yeah, he needs to cast the decay. Oh wait, he only has one black. He can cast both.
Oh
Because the
man.
Vesuva is a colonnade.
Well, that's interesting. So what you're going to do now? I guess you just have to decay. Yeah, and leave the Stalker. That also means you cannot cast 2 spells.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I mean, he could counter his abrupt decay with evasive action if he wants to.
Oh.
Now we get in some interesting territory.
Are we doing that? No.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it would be so sweet to see something like this.
Ooh, Mantis Rider is very good.
Yeah. Oh, that's really brutal, actually. Is that's 8 damage in the... Yeah, okay. But he gets 2 life. No, he doesn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it doesn't flip.
Yeah, right.
Jan now is at a point where...
Oh, wait.
Ooh.
No, that's one off. Okay.
Those were so good draws.
No, wait. It isn't. He can just activate the colonnade, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but then he gets evasive action. Yeah.
Does
so
Jan...
if he goes for this line, he's dead, right?
Yeah. Does Jan know?
No, he's it is because there's only one spell cast. Yeah.
But is Jan doesn't Jan know the evasive action?
It was put back on the library, I think. He somehow drew it again.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But so how was
that? From the memory labs.
Yes. So he definitely knows if he tries this line, he's going to lose.
Okay, that's really interesting.
So suggesting from my part would be not to use this.
That's a really wise suggestion.
Yeah, if you feel like this is going to lose, almost definitely, chances are not a good idea. So, but like just casting Mantis Rider is probably a very good idea.
The point alone that he thinks about activating the colonnade in the Lightning Helix suggests that he doesn't know about the evasive action anymore.
Well, there's also the point like maybe you don't attack all.
Yeah, maybe he is contemplating if he attacks with the Delver.
Maybe you just attack with the colonnade. That could also be an option.
Yeah, but that seems weak. You want to have your Lightning Helix ready, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like with the mana backup, I mean.
Well, you could attack with the colonnade and then cast Mantis Rider also.
Okay.
That would be one of the options.
Okay, he's casting the Mantis Rider, which we already assessed as the right play.
And then you attack with both, right?
Yeah. Because
that would technically leave you dead to a removal spell on the Mantis Rider if they don't know that you have Lightning Helix, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but if, for example, they untap and then they cast Pulse on the Mantis Rider and evasive action the Helix, you're dead. So this is super close. Like assessing this. Oh, what?
Wait, why are we playing this? How much basic land types does he have?
4. Well, there's no white. But
okay.
Why is this happening?
I mean, if you had the Scape Shift kill, sure. But this.
All right.
Wait, because of the.
He just says he wants to do that now, right?
Oh if he draws a second black, Jan would be dead, right?
No, Jan is dead now anyway. It's just it was a bit unnecessary because now he says he's betting on Jan not having a bolt, for example.
Yeah.
I don't know how the list is, but there are probably not many interactions. Like this also works the same way. It's just used differently because no matter what the last card would have been, you could have still countered it in the same way.
I mean, Jan can have a lot of things here, like swords, path, fatal push, stuff like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter the action because you still have 4 mana open after you cast this.
That's true, yeah.
So now we go Pulse for the Mantis Rider, and the writing is on the wall. Attack for 8, GG.
Wow, that's a weird game. That was a weird game.
It's amazing. It's nice to see how many people have different ideas and different approaches.
That's true.
Again, like it's much different than when you're in the game. We know all the cards. We're probably a bit biased from seeing this. So yeah, Tobias goes on to the finals, and guess what? That's exactly what you're watching right now.
See ya.